not in their graves.
Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, Ryan T here, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Night Horror Theater. That's right, ghouls and gals. We're back with another episode of Saturday Night Horror Theater, and on tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about Jeepers Creepers Reborn. That's right, ghouls and gals. We're going to be getting into the fourth installment into the Jeepers Creepers franchise. But before we get into that, we have a few news stories. A few horror and non-horror related news stories that I want to get into. I was setting up the live stream for this video or whatever, and I noticed that there was a bunch of news stories that I needed to go over. There was a bunch of shit going on, so I decided, you know what, let me throw in those news stories in the Saturday Night Horror Theater episode, and let's just get this shit rocking. The first thing that we have to start off with is The Conjuring 4 is officially in development with the original filmmaking team making a return, and we also have Michael Chavez, who is directing The Nun 2, will come and direct this film as well. And other than that, we don't really have a lot of details on the fourth Conjuring film, but we do know that Ed and Lorraine Warren are set to return to the big screen. They're going to be coming back, fighting those ghouls and ghosts and those fucking goblins and shit like that. They're going to be fucking up the Annabelle doll and all that cool shit. I hope that they kind of do a little bit of a kind of backpedal back to the first and second Conjuring films and go a little bit more into the horror aspect, because the last Conjuring film, The Devil Made Me Do It, was a good film, but it kind of was more of a Law and Order procedural, and at the end of it kind of turned into your run-of-the-mill kind of horror film. So hopefully they can pick up the pace, you know what I mean, and kind of return to form and kind of give us a little bit better film in The Conjuring 4. So that'll be awesome to see. That'll be interesting to see. And you also have James Wan returning to produce the film as well. And I think it'll be kind of interesting. You kind of have all the same people involved, and you kind of have the original people returning and stuff like that. So it looks like it'll be something that will kind of at least be interesting. And Jonathan, thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching. And also, ghouls and gals, if you're tuning in on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you're tuning in on Instagram, thank you also for watching. And for those of you that don't know, we're going to be streaming on YouTube and Instagram. Every time I go live, I'm going to try to be streaming on both platforms. And speaking of news, we have some news on the fabled When We Were Young festival. And to nobody's surprise, the festival has been canceled. Yeah, the When We Were Young festival has been canceled. Yeah, you know that mythical festival that sounded too good to be fucking true? That fucking emo paradise that sounded fucking amazing and awesome, that had My Chemical Romance, fucking Taking Back Sunday, Seosin, Aiden, all the bands that you grew up with that are amazing. It's been canceled. I mean, it's been a meme pretty much for as long as the festival has been in existence in the internet's subconscious, that this was some sort of scammed, focused at the aging emo community, and it seems like our biggest fears have come to fruition. The festival is in fact following the footsteps of its slightly older cousin, Fire Festival, and its older brother, Woodstock 99, and being something that's fucking crazy and just kind of being canceled. But yeah, according to multiple sources, the official reason for the festival's cancellation is that the winds in Las Vegas, where the festival is taking place, were supposedly up to 30 to 40 miles per hour, with wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me here talking, but I think emo can survive a light breeze. I'm just saying. I'm just saying here, guys. This is kind of weird news. I mean, this comes on the fucking heels of this, festival or whatever the fuck this thing is, announcing that it has a part 2, coming up, which is pretty interesting. If the part 1 just got canceled, what makes you think people are going to want to go to the part 2? So, yeah, that's interesting to find out about that. And I knew that this was going to fucking happen. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that some sort of fuckery was going to happen with this When We Were Young Fest. There was too many high-level bands, you know what I mean? There was too many bands in fucking general. And everything leading up to this just seemed shady. Get your tickets in order and all that shit, because they are going to be doing this at a later date. And for those of you watching the not the Instagram seems to be doing good. For those of you watching the YouTube version of this, I'm sorry, we seem to be getting some sort of errors in our YouTube thing. Oh, and it's back. Awesome. So there you have that. But yeah, just like the When We Were Young festival and all the other giant festivals before it, it was a fucking madhouse. And according to people that attended the festival, or were going to attend the festival, they are not fucking happy at all in the fucking slightest. I think there's a couple of tweets. There's a couple of tweets that people put up. Here it is right here. Thanks to comicbook.com is the website that is getting all of this information. And the official reason, like I said again, why this festival is getting canceled is because the Saturday forecast, which was when the festival is going to take place, is high wind warning, including a dangerous 30 to 40 miles per hour sustained winds with potential of 60 miles per hour gust, and under the advisement of the National Weather Service and the Los Angeles Metropolitan Police Department, they had no other choice but to cancel today's festival, which is a super coincidence, don't you think? But yeah, a lot of people have been chiming in on Twitter, as they do, and this one guy named Clowniac said, me watching Firefest 2.0 When We Were Young. The original was definitely messier, but I like the plot twist of how the sequel attempted to protect the people going rather than stranding them out. Otherwise, this would be like Astroworld. And somebody else put, let's see, let's go down here. Somebody put, so mad. Day 1 of When We Were Young Fest has been canceled due to wind. What the fuck? Apparently people are at the gate saying there is no wind. Pretty sure a lot of people just got fire-fested. So apparently they're saying that there's no wind here. According to people on Twitter, that there's no wind, that it's a bunch of fucking cap, and yeah. And somebody put, not When We Were Young actually being emo Firefest. I'm so fucking mad. And somebody put, When We Were Young Fest is giving me very much Firefest and Woodstock 99 vibes. Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, all of you people that have those tickets, you might want to hold on to those or see if you can get refunds, because it looks like there may be some bad stuff happening here. And somebody put, please stop comparing When We Were Young Fest to Firefest. On day 1 of Firefest, they served food. And somebody else put, somebody under the username of Alyssa Estrada put, Firefest walks, so When We Were Young Fest can blow away in the wind. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, apparently that shit show of a festival has been canceled. And speaking of shit shows, Tim Burton has finally broke his silence on the shit show, or as he refers to it, the horrible big circus that was the remake, or Disney's remake, live-action remake of Dumbo. According to the director himself, the man behind Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton has stated that he is done working with Disney, that he is done with the fucking House of Mouse. He told Mickey Mouse to go suck a fucking dick and go fuck off. Apparently, the director says it's due to his terrible time working on his last Disney film, which is the film in question, the Disney live-action Dumbo remake. Tim Burton was quoted as saying the following: "My history is that I started out there. I was hired and fired like several times throughout my career there," he said. The thing about Dumbo is that why I think my days at Disney are done is that I realized I was Dumbo. I was working in this horrible big circus and I needed to escape. Burton also added, the movie is quite autobiographical at a certain level. And then he also commented on Disney turning into like this machine and being like this kind of like Marvel-led type thing and stuff like that. So Tim Burton is not having it anymore. He's not fucking with Marvel. Him and Marvel are not fucking friends. They pulled a Kanye West and Balenciaga and they fucking split and shit. So that's interesting. It's interesting to me that he had such a horrible fucking time on the set of Dumbo that he's like literally just fucking like saying like fuck Disney. I don't want to work with Disney anymore. So all of you ghouls and gals that are hoping for a Nightmare Before Christmas sequel, you can hold your breath. At least not Tim Burton's not going to be involved. Sally says, "What's up, friend? What you talking about right now?" Sorry, just got on. And right now, Sally, we're just talking about Tim Burton. He's taken off from Disney. And yeah, for those of you ghouls and gals that are just tuning in, we are talking about, we had some news stories that we just covered. Was Tim Burton. He's taken off. He's saying fuck you to Disney because of his terrible experience with the live-action Dumbo film. We had the emo Screamo Festival When We Were Young Fest get canceled, and people are comparing it to the Fire Fest in Woodstock 99, and that it's a terrible fucking festival and people knew that it was a fucking sham and they feel like they got fucking screwed out of their fucking money and shit like that. And oh yeah, fucking awesome. Apparently Sally has the Ryan T show on speaker so everybody in her neighborhood can hear what we're talking about. And that's fucking awesome. And thank you for you ghouls and gals that are tuning in again on Instagram and on YouTube and on wherever you're watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking it out. And make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment below. Make sure you share this video and do all those fucking awesome things. But yeah, we've been talking about that. But now we're going to start talking about our main event. We're going to get into it. And we're going to talk about Jeepers Creepers Reborn. That's right, ghouls and gals. We're going to talk about the main attraction of the night, and that is our main man, the Jeeper, the Creeper, the Steeper, Mr. Creeper himself. Yeah, I finally got to check out Jeepers Creepers Reborn, and I know I kept putting on Instagram and on Facebook, like, oh, I'm going to review this movie, and I never fucking reviewed it, as I do sometimes. I'm going to get a little bit better at that. I know I always put, like, I'm going to go live this day, and I never, like, fucking go live, so I'm going to be try to be better at that. That's why this weekend I've been trying to, like, pump out, you know, consistently videos. Like right after I see the movie, I go fucking live. But yeah, also for those of you that are tuning in on Instagram, I'm going to be going live on Instagram a lot more. As y'all can tell, I have a lot of live videos on Instagram now. I'm going to be going live on there a lot more. So make sure y'all tune into that shit and check it out. And for all you guys at home checking this out, cheers. Yeah. Alright, let's talk some fucking Creeper. Alright, Jeepers Creepers Reborn is, you know what, let's pull up some information on it. Jeepers Creepers Reborn was directed by not Victor Salva. For those of you that know, Victor Salva raped a bunch of fucking, well, not raped a bunch of kids, raped a kid on the set of one of his films, and he's the original writer and director of Jeepers Creepers, and he directed the first 3 films of Jeepers Creepers, and so that's why he's not involved in these films at all, and nor will he be involved in any films going forward, because he was convicted of that. So now that we got that out of the way, this film was directed by Timo Virosinola, and it was written by him as well. And this film follows Chase and Lane, a husband and wife duo, or soon-to-be husband and wife duo, as they head to the Horror Hound Festival, where Lane begins to experience unexplained premonitions, like every fucking Jeepers Creepers movie, except for the premonitions that she experiences are like few and far in between. You remember, like in the other Jeepers Creepers movies, they have like these visions or whatever. Like, Justin Long, I think, was having them in the first one. And in the second one, the girl in the bus was having them and shit like that. And they try to do that in this one, and it's just fucking really fucking weak. And we're gonna get into that after I finish the synopsis for the film and how weak this film is and how a lot of this film is just fucking weak sauce. But I dropped my fucking lighter, so I'm gonna get my fucking lighter before I go fucking crazy and burn the house down. Give me 1 second. Alright, and we're back. But yeah, the film follows Chase and Lane as they head to the Horror Hound Festival, where Lane begins to experience unexplained premonitions and disturbing visions associated with the town's past involving the Creeper and involving her. They want to do like this kind of ritual on her because she's pregnant and she doesn't know she's pregnant. And in particular, the local legend involving the Creeper. And as the festival gets underway, the blood-soaked entertainment continues. And as you can tell, yes, I am reading this synopsis off the official Google page. And Lane believes something unearthly is happening and has been summoned for the first time in 23 years. The Creeper is back. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, Jeepers Creepers Reborn is super fucking weak. Super fucking weak sauce. The Creeper looks like some low-rent fucking crackhead. The effects look like they were done by a crackhead. The CGI looks like it was made by a crackhead. It looks like they were smoking crack while they were making this film. This film is just doesn't work on any fronts, on any fucking level. I wish I could be sitting here saying like, yes, Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper really got fucking reborn. He's fucking risen from the ashes like a fucking phoenix, and he's fucking rised to give us this amazing fucking film and this fucking magnum opus of fucking horror, this fucking triumph of originality. But no. The film was a fucking shit sandwich wrapped in a fucking turd taco. The film was just fucking amazingly fucking bad. But I will say this. It's pretty much so bad that it's good. I mean, it's fucking funny how bad this film is. I mean, the CGI for one is laughably bad. It looks like something that I could fucking pull off. Like doing like for one of my videos. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day when I used to do like little skits before my videos, and I had like a little cheap green screen behind me. That is the fucking level of money they put into this film. Like, they just put up a green screen, and they just have some people walking in front of it, and they maybe have like a smoke machine, and they just have some guy wearing a Party City Jeepers Creepers fucking costume, and it just looks fucking atrocious. And we have Sally in the comments who's like, oh hell, I actually like Jeepers Creepers, especially from the first one, but after so many, it's always shit after. Let it be known. And you know what? That's the weird thing, right? How do these horror movies, or any movie sequels in general, get less money the second or third time around? Like, you would think that they made so much money to warrant so many fucking films that each time they would be getting more money, but it's the complete fucking opposite. It's like, as the sequels continue, they get less and less fucking money, which is fucking weird to me that that's the fucking case. But yeah, that's one thing that is really prevalent in the Jeepers Creepers film, is that it has no fucking budget whatsoever. It's so cheaply made. It's so fucking bad. Our main character, the Creeper, doesn't get shown for the entire like first half of this fucking film, and I want to say like the first hour of this film, they don't show the Creeper because of how fucking bad he looks. He looks like fucking O.J. Simpson or some shit. He looks like a burnt O.J. Simpson wearing a fucking Freddy Krueger fedora or some shit like that. He looks fucking laughably bad. He looks fucking terrible. He looks fucking really bad. And they try to take this Reborn title like straight to heart. Like, they have the Creeper being reborn. At one point he comes out, he looks like a fucking chicken fucking embryo or some shit. He looks like Voldemort in that meme. You remember that Harry Potter movie where Voldemort looks like a fucking chicken out of the fucking egg? That's what the Creeper fucking looks like at one point, and it's fucking hilariously fucking bad. But yeah, this movie is just all around fucking bad. But, like I said, it is so bad that it's kind of good. I mean, there's points in this movie that I just fucking laughed really fucking hard. Like, at one point, they're stuck in the escape room house that happens after the Horror Hound festival or whatever it is, the main thing that's happening in the beginning of the film. They go to this like horror like Comic-Con type thing, and Lane and her husband Chase win the prize of going to this no hose barred escape room or whatever. And you know what I mean, everything is predetermined. They want to pick this girl because again she's pregnant, and the creeper wants to take her life essence from the baby, even though the baby's not even born yet. She's like a week pregnant or some shit like that. And that's another thing. Nothing in this movie makes any fucking sense. Like, it's just like going on and on and on for its like hour and like 35-minute runtime, and it seems like it's literally just doing that, like running out the fucking time until it can get to the last 30 minutes where the creeper can be running around like if it's fucking a Scooby-Doo episode, and he's just like trying to like get these fucking dang it fucking kids and their pesky fucking relationship and their pesky fucking baby. And let's see what the comments are saying here. It says, that's why I expected more from Michael Myers, but I knew it would be different, so yeah, it goes to shit after. Oh, on the first one, if I'm not mistaken, Jeepers Creepers gets body parts from people to gain powers, or am I wrong? Like a fear bullshit can know. No, yeah, the creeper, he does do that. He eats people. He eats people's body parts in order to gain like powers and stuff like that, or not gain powers, but he, like, for example, if he eats an arm, he gains an arm, like an extra arm, you know what I mean? So, like, if somebody rips his arm off, he'll gain another arm really quick. He uses them for, like, regeneration purposes, I think, or some shit like that. But yeah, he does that a little bit in this film. But again, since the budget is super fucking cheap, all of that is very far and few in between. Like, it happens once or twice in the movie, and every time it happens, it looks like he's chewing on a piece of, like, fucking rubber steak or some shit. He looks like he's chewing on a fucking chew toy that you would give to your fucking dog, you know what I mean? So that way he could leave you alone and stop humping your leg or whatever the fuck that they do. But yeah, Jeepers Creepers plot is just insanely confusing for a film that should be so fucking simple. Hell, one of the fucking films, the second film, took like place 90% in a fucking school bus. Literally in a fucking school bus. I mean, if you can pull that off, you should be able to pull off a film that takes place in a haunted fucking spooky house slash fucking horror fucking festival or whatever. And that's another thing. They made this horror festival like a giant part of the beginning of this movie, only to like abandon it. Like, as soon as they fucking got there, they abandoned it. They kept talking about it for like the first fucking 15 minutes of the fucking movie, only to like abandon this fucking festival as soon as they fucking got there. They should have fucking stayed in the festival, and we could have like got this imaginative fucking scenery, because it's very easy to spend the budget. A cheap like horror movie could take, a cheap horror movie at a fucking horror film festival would really fucking work, and you wouldn't have to have $1 million, a bajillion dollars to fucking make this. And like Jonathan's saying here, no creativity. They don't have anyone who cares working on the production. Exactly. Exactly. And that is so fucking apparent, and it is so like, it's a slap in the face to people that enjoy like horror films and people that enjoy Jeepers Creepers. Sure, nobody expects, nobody sets out, if you're a director or a writer or whatever, nobody sets out to do a bad job, but it's just like, when do you draw the line in quality? You know what I mean? Like, so you don't have X amount of dollars or whatever. Yes, I know the problems of this film were like a budget thing. But where do you draw the line in saying like, hey, maybe we don't use a lot of green screen, a lot of CGI and stuff because we can't fucking afford it. So we'll go the cheaper route and we'll do the practical effects thing, and we'll make it look fucking good. The fucking 80s and the 70s and shit like that, they didn't have fucking practical effects, man. They just fucking did the fucking deed, dude. You can use your money fucking wisely. Hell, there are so many fucking films. Okay, let's see. What was the budget of Jeepers Creepers Reborn? Let's see what the budget of Jeepers Creepers Reborn is. Let me see what that budget was. What that fucking budget was. They have to have that information here. I'm on the IMDb page, and I want to see what the budget of this fucking movie was. And yeah, like Jonathan just pointed out right here, look at Terrifier. Look at Terrifier. That film probably has about the same amount of budget as Jeepers Creepers Reborn has. And they do an amazing fucking job with their money. Because they don't do CGI. They don't rely on CGI. They use fucking good practical effects. And practical effects are always going to look good in the long run. 10 years from now, when people watch Jeepers Creepers Reborn, God forbid that they fucking watch it. I doubt that people are going to be watching this fucking movie 10 years from now. But if and when they do, this movie's going to look like a fucking Nintendo 64 fucking film. It's going to look like a Nintendo 64 fucking cutscene. It's going to look like a fucking movie that was made on a fucking Super Nintendo. And that's the problem with a lot of fucking films. They look good in the moment. For example, I watched Hollow Man the other day. And at the time, I remember as a kid, Hollow Man had amazing effects and Hollow Man looked fucking amazing. And don't get me wrong, the movie holds up. Like story-wise, the film fucking holds up. But that movie is so reliant on fucking CG that now that you watch that film, it looks like a PS2 fucking cutscene. It looks like a PlayStation 2 fucking cutscene. And that's what happens when you rely on fucking CG too much and computer effects and stuff like that. And sadly saying, it's probably because back in the day they actually went all out, and now people complain about so many bullshit that they are so cautious on dumb shit since people get all butthurt. Maybe that may be the case, that they don't want to go too hardcore. They don't want to go, do certain things because they're afraid of alienating certain audiences. But I can almost guarantee you that this is, to Jonathan's point, this is people that don't care, people that I guess don't have the will to care, and that they don't have the money to do what they need to do. It's a lot of things, and it almost begs the question: why even fucking try? Why even do it? Why make a shitty product when you know you can't deliver? You know what I mean? Why even try to make something when you know you don't have the resources, when you know you don't have the funds, when you know you can't really realistically really pull this off in a real way? And that's the main problem with Jeepers Creepers Reborn. The people behind this film, even if they did care, they were in way over their heads, and they couldn't pull off a project of this magnitude. I mean, the film's not terribly acted at all, but if the creeper looked a little bit better, if he didn't look like fucking Bill Cosby or O.J. fucking Simpson wearing a fucking fedora running around like a fucking crazy person, this film would have probably fucking worked. It probably would have been one of the better Jeepers Creepers films. And that's the sad part of it, that this could have been a return to fashion. This could have been a true rebirth, a true, you know what I mean? They could have really lived up to their name. It could have been really reborn. And instead, they fumbled the fucking bag. They fucking phoned it in. They made another shitty fucking film just to retain the fucking rights to the fucking shit. And this is what we got. I mean, it sucks, but this is what we got. This is Jeepers Creepers Reborn, and it's no good. There's no redeeming qualities. It's just a heaping fucking mess. I mean, if you want to get drunk and watch something that's, so bad that it's good, that it might make you laugh a little bit because of how fucking terribly made it is, I guess check out Jeepers Creepers Reborn. But, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and rate this one a half a star out of 5. Now we do the star system now and the Ryan T show, but yeah, I'm gonna give this like half a star, not even one full star, half a star out of 5 stars. Jeepers Creepers is lazy, it's boring, it's confusing, it's needlessly dumb. The creeper looks terrible, everything looks bad. From start to finish. I knew I shouldn't have expected anything fucking more than fucking utter fucking bullshit. But I had my hopes up. I thought that I could persevere, and I thought that it could be something that I could enjoy, but it wasn't. Don't waste your time, ghouls and gals. And if you are going to waste your time, pirate the fuck out of this movie. Get this movie for fucking free. Download it on the Fire Stick. Download it off of BitTorrent. Whatever the fuck you do to watch movies illegally, do that. Like always, ghouls and gals, I'm Ryan T. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you guys enjoyed it more than you'll enjoy Jeepers